So I'm Jill. I'm the average Jill. I'm just your average Jill.
My average friend. My average INFJ friend that my other INFJ friends are jealous of. They're like, no, you did not find one. And I'm like, yes, they're out there. And she's like, no, there can't be. And she's in Missouri. And I said, you know what? Maybe you're right. Because you're in Missouri. So, my two best friends are also feeling types. So that's 20% of the population, so you can kind of understand why we might gravitate towards each other.
Okay. When I told my husband about the personality test, he was,
yeah.
Well, what does it really matter if you know what your personality is?
Right.
But he's the complete opposite on every letter.
Yes. Yeah, you have all the letters. I only have the middle letters that are like the polar opposite.
But it helps you to understand yourself. You were going over today 5 personalities of traits of an INFJ. And one of them was that had something to do with, and correct me here, about you talked about it, how sometimes you walk away from certain friends because they'll bring you down. Yeah, you won't bring yourself down to them.
Right.
And I totally relate to that. I think the way you do.
Yeah.
I'll be there for you in those tough times if you're a person who's trying to climb out.
Right, you're not giving up.
And you're right, but if you're not, and I can sense that you're not.
And they have a pattern of it.
Yes. Then I'm not going there with you.
Right. Certainly if something came out of the blue, it's not like you're abandoning them because you'd rather have a good time. It's going to be something where they're always attracting drama and you're just kind of reach your end, or you don't have that much time in your life to entertain it.
Somebody texted me, a mother of, we have kids that go to school together, and shared with me something about me that fell into the rumor mill.
Oh no.
And
did she thought she was helping you by letting you know?
Well, I don't really know what she was thinking, but my husband was sitting there and I shared it with him.
Yeah, of course.
And I said, and initially I wanted to reach out to the person that they claim started the rumor or whatever. And then I looked at my husband and I said, I'm not going to put any more fuel into this.
That's right.
I'm not going to do anything with it.
Getting lower, yeah.
So I texted her back something very simple and kind.
Right.
And I let it go.
Good.
Didn't feel it at all.
That's good. And I really believe in doing that. And you're not being passive and weak, you're just being smart. Right. Because the people that are usually down like that, you're not going to convince them of anything anyway. No. No, once that rumor is in the mill, you're not going to win them over. They'll just have more rumor. Right. That, and Jill came to me and said blah, blah, blah. Exactly. You have a great memory, Beth. I do. My memory is horrible. It depends, though. It depends what we're talking about. Like feelings and animals and like what one person said and what the other person said, that's something that I'm going to remember. I remember how people make me feel. Yeah. How they left me feeling. Right. I'll always remember that. Yeah. And I'll remember your name when I've connected with you. If you haven't connected with me, I probably won't remember your name. You mentioned today in your video about INFJs wanting time to kind of cultivate their thoughts. Right. Like don't surprise us. Yep. And which was my question to you that you referred to before about that I'm not a good debater in real time. Yes. Because I need to kind of think about things. Yeah. And so you see, it wasn't just you. Yeah, so phone calls for me are very intimidating. Yeah. Right? People ask me questions and I would have wanted like half a day to think about it first. Right. I feel like I go through frenzies every now and then where I just have to clear out and get rid of stuff. Yep. Because for me, when my physical life is cluttered, my emotional head is cluttered. It's hard to think, yeah. Right? What I try to tell people on my channel is we are different. It's because we're only 20% of the population, the feelers. We kind of, if we're not wise to it, we've measured ourselves by what the rest of the world is doing. And that's just it. They're doers. They are doers. We are feelers. So they're obtaining and they're amassing and they have these things around them that say that they're a success, and we benefit from them too, which is nothing wrong with houses or whatever. Right. But that's making them tick. Doesn't mean it's going to make you tick.
Right.
And so it took me a while to figure that out, that my feelings are valuable, just like their doings are valuable.
Yes.
So then I started doing things different for me, and I realized I had to put myself in a place where I felt good, and then more stuff started to change, and I like reached another plateau.
Like, you know, when you were a little girl, did you ever like prance like a princess, you know, like leap and twirl?
I do that in the kitchen. When I told you, I'm like, you know,
we're gonna go this way.
I dance in the shower and I dance in the kitchen, and I do the twirlies, and I feel like I'm a ballerina, and I'm just opening the refrigerator, and I'm like, and no, Keith is in the living room. He can't see behind the wall, but I don't know what I'm doing. It just feels.
But it's a very youthful,
natural,
right? It's a very youthful,
Yeah.
and in my mind, I am very graceful.
Right. Yes.
Now,
and I often like fantasize, like if someone saw me, they would say, "No, you could have been a ballerina."
I do too.
Okay. Now that's funny, because I never would have guessed another person was doing that.
Now, my neighbors might see me, and it might look like I'm being attacked by wolves.
The silhouettes and like attacked by wolves. No.
But I don't care, because in my reality, it makes me feel good. Beth, and I don't know if this is me or an INFJ thing, I am always going to be busy in my life.
Right.
That's just who I am.
It feels good. It's energizing.
But at least now I've accepted that if I'm not making time for something, it's because I don't care to make time for it.
Yeah.
Which can be a little.
People too.
Yeah.
I know. I feel bad. I've done that, but I had to be honest. Like, this is my life. It's trickling away. I don't want to be with someone that doesn't match me. I'm not judging them. If you're not making me laugh or making me deeper, why?
You talked about, I just lost my thought. Is that an INFJ thing?
Yeah, I always feel like I'm chasing a balloon that's floating around.
Because I have so many things going on up here that I have to catch the one that I want to say, or else
I almost brought a notepad, honest to God, because I'm afraid of being alone without paper. So
Are you going to bring a clipboard with you next time?
No,